everybody. Welcome again to my podcast. So this week, I'm actually going to do the 10 things that I would do all over again. And the 10 things, what the hell was I thinking that I did during the past year that I was licensed. So my journey has been a little bit different, as all you guys know, and the reason why I like to share that is because it has been really different. I didn't just go to beauty school, go work at a salon, or just go assist. Like, that was not me. My career was more like, I'm in beauty school, I want to learn more, let's go take some classes. And that really served me well. So with that said, let's start on this. So there's 10 things that I did right. Number one, I took outside education early on. I got a lot of backslash for that, but I really don't freaking care because it was so beneficial for me. I have been able to learn more and grow as a stylist, so I'm so grateful. I was able to be around an industry of different hairstylists and people, entrepreneurs that, went to the next level outside of a salon, what you can do, working with companies, working for yourself, expanding your brand. So I'm super grateful for that. Number two, I did assist right after school. I think that was amazing because during school, we go on the floor, still service clients, but they know that you're slow, everything's more low key. When you're actually in a salon, being an actual assistant or apprentice is amazing because you get the kind of like the holding the hand type of situation where they kind of ease you into what the real salon life is like. You have a mentor, so that was really beneficial. I focused on my Instagram, number 3, and I actually used my name, which I am so happy now because that's a lot of people are starting to change their Instagram to their legal names. For me, that is not something I'm going to do because it goes again with my brand purpose and who I am as a person and as a stylist. It's not just about me. It's a whole other area and arena of, a little bit of me with a little bit of extra other things. So I'm really grateful that I did that. I was a little different. That wasn't something that was being done at the time. So I'm super grateful for going for my gut. Number 4 is following your intuition. So I always followed my intuition, which can be really hard to do sometimes because you can feel lost. You can feel alone in it. And sometimes you feel like, am I freaking losing my marbles? But following my intuition has led me to amazing things, has led me to some scary things. But I have grown so much and I am so grateful for having done that. Number 5 is not giving a shit what people say about you. So I have had, like we all do, we have those little haters, those little people try to put you down or that you want too much. And I am so grateful that I really don't give a shit. I have 2 kids, I'm married. I have traveled a lot. I have done a lot of things. I spend a lot of time away from my house. My family dynamic is not the typical dynamic for other people, and that's okay. And, early on in my life, I have learned to really deal with negativity in a different way. I always use it as fuel. So thank you so much for all of those people that said that I couldn't do shit, because thanks to you guys, I am doing this. Number 6, the thing that I did well, I always reference back to my book. So fundamentals and basics are always so important. You can't do anything if you don't have the basics down. It's just like with math. If you don't learn how to just do like basic subtracting and adding, there's no way you can do any other type of math problems. It's the same thing with hair. You have to know the basics, even if you're only a colorist or only a hair cutter. In my case, I'm both, but I'm mostly focused on color. Form is the foundation of everything. So, which means, cutting, or how the hair, the structure of the hair, how it lays and everything. And that has helped me and served me so well. So always going back to your fundamentals, very important. Number 7, it will be doing things that I'm super terrified and scared of. Last year, I had the amazing opportunity to assist one of the Cosmoprof artistic members at the San Jose show. It was an amazing opportunity to see behind the scenes, how much they work. Sometimes we think they do live all this lavish and, it's so easy, they have it great, they don't work that hard. Yeah, right. They work so hard, and I have so much respect for them. And I made an amazing friendship with Lisa, and they're all so sweet, and I just loved it. So I was terrified. I felt like I was underqualified, but fuck it, I just did it, and I did well. So thank God, and I learned so much from Lisa. So I was super grateful for doing something that I was scared of. The other thing would probably be going out for my dreams. So like I've always have said, I met Isaac for mayor in a class for Lisa Loves Balayage with Lisa, and I knew I wanted to kind of work with somebody like sort of like Isaac, like so in that level, where they're doing artistic color and fun, vivid colors, which is like my passion, what I love to do, which I know I've been doing less of, but I'm so glad I have a fun project coming up next week. It's a fun color. So I decided to reach out to this very like well-known artist and entrepreneur, and she said yes. She let me be her assistant straight out of beauty school, and I'm so grateful. And it really taught me to reach for the stars. Like sometimes you get no's, and even asking her, I always knew I could possibly get a no, but what the hell, what if I get a yes? And I'm so grateful I got that yes. It has taught me to reach out to companies and different people, to work with them, and it just has taught me to be more open. And always, I think the biggest thing that has helped me, my number 10, would be having a grateful heart. No matter what happens in life or opportunities, whether you get a yes or a no, or it's not the best opportunity like you wished it was, I'm so grateful for everything and all the opportunities I've had to meet different people, work with different new stylists out there. So I want to talk about the 10 things that I probably would have done differently. Because we always talk about the things that we do great, but what about the things that we don't do great? So here it goes. Number 1, I feel like I left my assisting position a little too prematurely. Things always happen for a reason, and I'm grateful for it. But honestly, if I could do it all over again, I would assist for at least a year. No matter how much you think you know, how ready you are, it's always good to have a year under your belt. I had to grow fast, and with growing, there's growing pains. So if I could take that back, I probably wouldn't have left my assistant position so early on. But hey, we live and we learn. Number 2 would be putting all my eggs in one basket. What do I mean by that? Well, I only focused on Instagram, and honestly, Facebook has brought me a lot of business as well. So I would really focus on different platforms. So if you look at me now, I probably have a profile in 8 different social media platforms, and each of them help me in different ways. And it's just so important to really have a strong social media presence, and not just Instagram. I think a lot of people get focused with a fun one, and it's like there's so many other ones. So I would really focus on my social media and on all platforms. Don't just put your eggs in one basket, and that's what I mean by that. Number 3, letting fear of certain techniques keep me away from doing things that I love. So here's a secret. I was terrified to death of lightener. Lightener was the death. I love doing lightening services. I know how to do it without bond builders, how to work at different texture hair, and I love it. But being honest with you guys, I got the death of lightener in my head when I was in beauty school. And that really held me back from doing lightening services, overthinking things. So if I could redo something, is whatever you're scared of, just go do it. Do it more often. Ask for more opportunities to do that service while you're in school or as a new stylist, because it's only going to make you stronger. And sometimes we're scared of the things that are most beneficial for us. So that'll be number 3. If you're scared of it, of a technique, just go ahead and try to hone in that skill. Try to get as much practice in that technique so you can go ahead and conquer that fear. Let's see, number 4, like what's the other thing that I did bad? I probably would have started my Yelp and my reviews sooner. So I know, we all have references and we have Instagram and Facebook, but nothing beats having an actual presence that people really care about and that everyday people go to. So if I'm in a new area, where am I going to go look for restaurant reviews? I'm going to go to Yelp. And the same thing goes with a lot of consumers. And a lot of services. Now even Google has that too. They have the Google reviews. So if I would, knowing now what I know, I would go back and try to focus more on getting more reviews, asking for reviews, like asking for referrals. Like, don't be shy. Like, this is your business, and people that love you and people that you love, especially your dream clients, don't you want to have more of that? Like, it's amazing. Like, I love getting referrals from my dream clients. They attract the right type of clientele that I want, and I just think it's awesome. Number 5 would be saying yes to everything was something that I did wrong. So what do I mean by that? There's a lot of things I do not want to do, and I'm not going to do. And I was so scared of saying no for the longest time. I would try to do everything because I thought that would make me money, and it really didn't. Following your passion, as corny as that sounds or unrealistic, is the truth. It's going to bring you so much success in life. And you know what? We don't have to love everything, and we don't have to be good at everything. There's certain services that I really do not like doing, to be honest. Like, I don't like doing kids cuts. I have 2 kids. No shame in that. It's not my forte. And there's a couple other things that I don't like doing. And there's nothing wrong with that. It has really helped me to build my dream clientele, make the money I want to make. I'm only growing from this. So if I'm telling you, honestly, I was making a couple $100. Now I'm making a couple $1,000, a month. And it has helped me so much when I really just focused on who I want to service, what I love to do. And it has been a really true blessing. So if I could go back, it would be that. Don't do things that you don't love to do. Number 6, this is probably like the biggest one, guys, because I know we're so creative. And even for me, I come from a business background, and I forgot this one little step, but thank God I caught on to it kind of early, is having a business consultant earlier on. So I actually have different business coaches for me. I have my social media coach. I have my business coach on how to run my business successfully, and also how to give the most I can to my guests and focus on them. I have my numbers girl, which is, like how to know where every penny that I earn is going. And then I have my business coach / marketing, guru. And then I have my little, I have my color guru. So pretty much I have 5 different people that help me in 5 different areas of my business. I really wish Lisa has been part of it since I was 2 months into beauty school, but for the other ones, they've come along the way. I just really wish I would have had them sooner. I would have invested. Sometimes we're so scared, especially as a new business, that we don't need to know the business of it, that it's okay because we get cash or we know how to handle our money. But business is totally different. To be profitable and to stay this for the long haul, we have to have a plan. And it's so important to have your business mentors and coaches, and that's one thing I wish I would have done sooner. Number 7 is opening my own business account, checking and savings account. Why? Because a tax season, it's so easy when all your money for your business goes into one place and comes out of there, and it just has made life so much more simple. I wish I would have done that sooner. Number 8, probably having monthly goals and weekly goals. So I used to be of the mindset that I would have my yearly goals and, put it on the vision board, and that was it. And that's not how it works. And, I'm so thankful to Nina from Passion Squared and Carla Jones. She's amazing. She helps me out so much. Number 9 would probably have to be reading more. I love reading books, especially self-help books, self-empowerment books. So in an industry where we're always giving to others, in the beauty industry, it's not like you just do their hair, you get to know their lives, and you're in contact with people, and I really believe in the power of energy and transfer of energy. And for me, it's always about being in the best attitude and happy, and remember to be mindful that I'm touching this person and I'm transferring whatever I'm feeling, and whatever's going on outside stays outside. When I'm in the salon at work, I'm at work. and it has really helped me and served me very well. So I really wish I would have gotten more as like self-books, self-empowerment books sooner. I really try to read at least 1 to 2 a month, and it has been awesome, and I really don't regret that. So wish I would have done that sooner. Then follow your own journey. So we all have our own journey. My journey doesn't mean it's necessarily right for you, and everybody's journey may not be your journey. So I know a lot of some of my friends that were cosmetologists. They became lash artists. They're being successful. They love it. It's their passion. And that's their journey. They decided to quit hair and they're only doing lashes. That's what they love to do. I have other, friends that do multiple services. That's what they love to do. That's my case too. I love doing multiple services. I do on location services. There's so many other things that I do. I love to travel. I really focus on education, and that's just my journey. Doesn't mean it's anybody else's journey. So don't beat yourself up. I know it's so hard because sometimes we hear all these incredible stories of all these amazing people that are being super successful in the industry, and we beat ourselves up so bad. Oh my gosh, I'm not following their path. And we shouldn't be like that. We all have our own path, and as long as we follow our passion and willing to work hard for it, we can make it happen. And my last tip of regret, number 10, would be delaying things that I really wanted to do because of fear of failing. So a lot of people think that I'm really outgoing and I'm really adventurous, and oh my gosh, you take so much risk. But honestly, there's been a lot of things that I delayed because I was scared. I was like, well, what if I fail? One of those things is what I'm doing right now, my podcast. I was like, why am I going to do a podcast? Who's going to want to listen to me? And what if I fail at it? But, just getting so much feedback has really helped me. And I'm so grateful for all you guys. You guys send me your DMs and the messages. And that means the world to me. It really does. Because this is why I keep doing this. And it gave me the feel that, I'm empowering people. I'm helping others just by sharing my little ideas or the things I've done that have helped me. And we all have that power within us, so don't allow fear to stop you from doing things because you're scared of failing. That was one of the biggest lessons for me in 2018, was learning that it was okay to start over. It was okay to be super uncomfortable. This year, to be honest with you, starting 2019 is the year of super uncomfort. I'm doing things that are really outside of my comfort zone, but I really feel like I'm growing more, and also I'm putting myself first. Last year, I got to really travel and be, and just learn so much, and now I know what makes me happy, and I really, truly believe from the bottom of my heart that this is my journey and it's going to make me successful. And it's not like anybody else's journey, but it's okay. And I just have to believe in myself. And sometimes with the whole fear of failing, it really has to do a lot with we're afraid of our, if not, we really don't believe in ourselves. Self doubt is so big, and it's hurtful to only us. And I have learned this past year to really trust myself and believe in myself, because you're not always going to have people cheering for you. Sometimes you're going to have nobody cheering for you, and sometimes the only person that's going to be cheering for you is going to be yourself. And it happened to me a lot last year, and it was I'm so grateful for it, because it has taught me to be a better person. The fear of failing, letting that, I still have a little bit of it, but not as much as I used to. It's just well, fuck it, if I fail, at least I fucking tried. I was brave to try, and good job, Celeste, for trying, and so I always try to be careful now how I talk to myself, because I try to be so kind and loving towards everybody else, because I know what it is when people are unkind to you. But I forget that the one most important person I should be super kind to is myself. So don't allow the fear of failing to stop you. Let it motivate you. Let it motivate you to try something new. I'm trying something super new this year, and I'm a little scared, but I'm no longer like have that fear that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fail. I have this excitement of trying something new, something totally different I've never done before in my life, and it's gonna be super fun. So anyways, those are the top 10 things that I was like, shit, what did I do? So hopefully all this stuff helped. The top 10 things that I think I did right my first year as a licensed hairstylist, and the top 10 things that I was like, shit, I should have done that differently. It helps you guys out. But my biggest encouragement to all of you guys out there, just follow your passion, share your passion with others. People don't know who you are unless you show them who you are. Talk is cheap. I love that quote because it's so true. Your actions, what you show, is stronger than anything you can say. So just showcase your love, your passion, and everything else will follow. And remember, like, if you're willing to put in the work, you'll be willing to be super successful. And success, I always say, something individual. We all have our different beliefs and definitions of what success means to us personally. So remember to follow your own journey. Hopefully some of these tips help you guys out. And this was just like a little overview of my first year as a licensed stylist. The things I think I did good, and the things I'm like, what the hell did I do? Until next time, I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. If you have any questions, always feel free to DM me or email me on any of my social platforms at Celeste Stylist. If you wouldn't mind leaving me a review or a comment, I would greatly appreciate that. And feel free to share this with anybody that you think would benefit from it. Thank you so much. Until next time, I'll see you guys back here at Celeste Stylist.